Hey guys, what's up everybody? Welcome back again to another video from the Apex Predator Billiards Club. My name is APEXELGENIO and I'm bringing to you here today, guys, another match that I had. I wouldn't necessarily call this the part 2 matchup between APEXELGENIO and Boyd Smith, but I would more likely just call this match just a warm-up of what is to come. Alright guys, so we are playing 9-ball, but we're playing on the 9-foot table here, and we're heading into the lag. All right, there we're off to a nice start. Everybody, both players are just kind of feeling out the table. This is the table that I train on, and this is the table, of course, you know, that I do some of my videos on. So I have a pretty good idea of how this table plays, the speed, the rails, that kind of stuff. Smudge, on the other hand, has a slight disadvantage as he is not completely immersed with the table. He doesn't know the table condition, but I do. So nevertheless, we decided to just go, because as pro players, getting better, getting stronger, you have to be able to adjust to certain conditions. So Smudge and I both agree that we're going to be playing on this table. Anyways, let's jump into the rack. As the match progresses, guys, I will talk you through quite a bit of things that you're going to be learning from this match here today. All right, so here we go. A lovely little break off there from APEXELGENIO. All right, getting good spread on the rack, pocketing the 1 ball in the side. I do have to talk you through the different colors of the ball. In a moment I will, but I do apologize for the video quality. I had to do some cropping of the video simply because the light was shining from the outside. Nevertheless, I've done my best here to bring you good quality pool being played by upcoming pool players. So let's get right into it. I do apologize for that. Now let's do an analysis here. What is APEXELGENIO thinking? There is not a direct, the combination from the, I believe it's the 2-5 is not wired to the pocket. So that is telling me right now that it doesn't make any sense I try to go for a Hail Mary shot. Just try to get safe on the 2, or try to contain him on the 2 ball. All right, was not a very good attempt at the safety, leaving the 2 ball open, and a partial nice open table here for Boyd Smith. Now this 2 ball does go into the side and gives him automatic position from the 3 that is on the right rail there near to the side pocket. So Mr. Boyd Smith should just roll this 2 ball in and just stay anywhere near to the middle of the table. All right, and that's a lovely shot by Mr. Boyd Smith. He's in control of this rack. He just needs to just kind of analyze his position that he needs on the ball. So I'm assuming here that is that the 4 ball. I'm not quite sure if that's the 4 that is on the right rail here, right to the nearest part of the camera. I guess it was, indeed it was. Yes, it was the 4 ball that he was playing position for. Nevertheless, he missed a relatively easy shot, but APEXELGENIO has the opportunity here to run this rack. Now the shot on the 3 here is a bit uncuttable. It's near 90 degrees, so the position is not going to be guaranteed. These rails are soft, so they don't hug as much. But I could just offer for a bank shot here to hold position, missing the 3, and fortuitously getting that 3 ball into the opposite corner. Okay, so a little luck in my favor there. I just simply have to take advantage of what is. Position on the 4 is nice here. Just the 4 to the 5 just requires a bit of top spin with our near stun follow right here. That's good. Nice shot into the 4 there. Having a nice position from the 5. Now the 6 is nearest to the left side pocket. There you can see I'm aiming at it right there. And I just need to get into that area. Again, you see 3 bump of lights that are in the middle of the table. That is due to the type of lights that are over my table. So I do apologize for that, guys. These are not markers or position. So they're just playing into the middle of the table. I'm a little bit short on the position of the 6. I would have liked to be probably where the middle light on the tail indicated would have been. That would have been nice to get from the 6 to the 7, but I'm a little bit short. Still makeable in the side, but I have to play the ball a bit harder to guarantee me automatic position. So 6 going down off side rail, end rail bumping back out, controlling the speed. Now I did want an angle. I would have liked to be more on the end rail, to just play like a little 1 rail to go into the line of the 8, but I don't have that. I'm kind of straight. I have a little angle, but I need to be anywhere near the middle of the table where I can just play the 8 ball into the corner and leaving an angle to get back onto the 9 for the same corner where the 8 is going in. So a 2 rail position here, just gliding in towards the center of the table there, leaving an automatic shot on the 8. Now this is a natural 9 ball shot here. Just pocket the 8 cleanly in the pocket, coming off with a little bit of low stun, maybe bumping off the side rail and coming out. So nice steady stroke, smooth, very smooth, and leaving an straighting standard 9 ball shot for rack number 1. So a very good constructed run out there by APEXELGENIO, and that has allowed him to take a 1 rack advantage in this race to 5 pot prize, 4,000 Jamaican dollars. All right, so as I said, guys, I'm just going to be taking you through the thought process of the players that are currently playing. I have a bit of momentum going into this match because the last matchup between SMUDGE, or Mr. Boy Smith I should say, and APEXELGENIO was an epic one. Do check that out on the channel in the playlist below. I came from a 10-5 deficit to win 11-10, so that kind of thought must be on Mr. Smith's mind going into this match. Both players are quality A-class players, and so anything goes here. It's just who makes less mistake will ride the wave. All right, so we're about to get into rack number 2. APEXELGENIO to break. We are playing winner break format. All rules apply. 3-4 rule. We're not using a shot clock though. We're not using a shot clock. All right, so let's get into the match. Give you further updates on the statistics and the rules being used in the match. But a nice break off there, with the exception that the white ball flew off the table. All right, so that white ball was sent somewhere in the area where we're playing pool, so we're gonna have to take a bit of time to look for that ball. It's somewhere under our table near into the lounge area. So in the meantime, let's talk you through what are the rules for 9 ball for those who are playing or watching this game for the first time. 9 ball is a rotational discipline in pool where we shoot the numbered balls from 1 through to 9, with 1 being the lowest and 9 being the highest. We pocket these balls in the pocket, of course, in numerical order. Now, you can end this match or end a game by playing a lowest numbered ball into the 9 for an early, what we call a early combination win. Otherwise, if that shot is not available, you may have to run the balls, as I said, in numerical order. That information is for persons who are watching my channel for the first time and don't know what kind of game we're playing. The standard game played in Jamaica is 8 ball. This is a game that we thrive on, but of course APEXELGENIO is in the business of changing people's mindset. 9 ball is the game for the future. All right, so for those females out there who have a talent, of course, you can definitely make contact with me in the description box below, and we can do some lessons to advance your game. All right, so everything is available here, videos of everything that I do. Lots of videos are coming, guys. You just need to just stay tuned, and of course, if this is the first time here on the channel, please do subscribe, like, and share this video with anybody out there. All right, so we have not found the ball as yet, but in a moment we will. Hope you understand the game. The rules being used are, of course, ball in hand on all shots. if you make contact with a ball higher than the lowest numbered ball. Scratch, 3-fall rule, all of that, everything is in play here, all standard 9-ball rules. We have now found the ball, have we? Yes, we have. Fortunate for Smudge, unfortunate for APEXELGENIO, he has left a 2-9 combo, as I was explaining to you earlier. So here's an example for our early chance at a win. Smudge going hard in on that shot. With these tight pockets, there's no room for error. And Smudge played that shot a bit too hard, and the 9-ball rejected. The pocket rejected the 9-ball. Now, APEXELGENIO here has to decide. No, this is going to be a fight for a combo here. It's going to be a fight for a combo. All right. I'm looking here at finding the sector angle by hitting the cue ball. Sorry, I apologize. By hitting the 2-ball at a certain sector, I should be able to use either stun or draw here to draw into the 9. So that's the aim here. I'm looking for that. I need to use stun, but instead, as you are going to see, I accidentally use a bit too much draw. All right, so I've missed what we call a billiard. We missed that billiard shot on the 9-ball. Smudge is of course going to be trying to do more or less the same thing that 9-ball is. It's just a fight for who is going to get onto the lowest numbered ball to make contact with the 9. So that's what Smudge and I are in a war for here. So Smudge again has missed a shot. Of course, that 9-ball in that pocket is scary for both players. You have to do what you have to do. Is either you're going to try to go after that 9 as quick as possible, or you're going to have to do an intentional foul and move that 9 so you can save yourself the rack. Again, I am looking at a similar shot that I played earlier, but this time I may need to use the 30-degree rule here, just trying to find the natural cue ball's path that will take me into the 9. I am trying to construct that angle, but I just barely missed that shot. All right, so there again, as I said, guys, this is a fight for who can get a shot onto the 9. That 9-ball is there in the pocket. It's scaring both players. I'm sure Mr. Smith does agree. So he's now looking here at, I'm not sure if he's trying, no, actually he's trying to find a sector angle that can draw the cue ball into the 9. He also went close, but not close enough. He just missed by a few centimeters there. All right, so again, it's just a fight. Has Smudge left me with any part of that 2-ball to make contact with? I don't think so. So right now, what is going to happen here? Am I going to try to run the table? Can I see the 2? I actually tried to play, what is that, a safety? Yes, but it didn't work out. All right, left that shot fairly open. So Smudge again, there's no pocket for the 2, but he's going to try to construct an angle that's going to take him into the 9. So he's going after the 9-ball again. This is the 3rd time by Mr. Smith, getting close once more, but hitting higher up on the rail. So there, both players have had their fair share of attempts to pocket that 9, but we both have failed miserably at making the 9. Nevertheless, I suppose the only option here is to, there you can see my hands up matching. I'm thinking, should I try to go for a 3-9? What am I supposed to do here? I think I want to try to go forward and come back around the same area as I am right now. So I'm playing this 2-ball with top spin, coming back out. Now, I need to look at what's best here. I could try to play that same shot that we've both been attempting to just hit that 3-ball at a certain angle that can draw the cue ball into the 9. The 6 plays big. Do I cut it down the rail? I'm thinking here. So I'm thinking that there's a back cut that will take me 2 rails into the 4 for a shot. So thin cut 1, 2 rails. Just trying to make sure that I clear that shot on the 5. Very good shot. Very good positional play there by APEXELGENIO. Now he has a clear shot onto the 4. this is a relatively easy shot, I should say, for an A-class player. So just trying to cut this ball straight up into the right corner, top right corner, and just going back 1, maybe 2 reels to come back in line for the shot on the 5. All right, and this is pretty standard now, because all I have to do now is to just play this 5 and just try to get as straight in as possible to play a 6-9 combo. All right, so far both players have, as I said, gotten your fair opportunity of going after the 9, checking that cue ball after playing the 5 with right spin, setting up a nice 6-9 combination. All right, so both players have had their fair share of going after the 9, but again, APEXELGENIO has taken the advantage here for an open table. So very good shot there, 6-9 combo to take a 2-0 lead or 2-rack deficit for Mr. Smith. It's a race to 5, as I said. 4,000 Jamaican dollars is the prize, and this is a rivalry that has been going on for quite a while. Both players are finally in the same area, so competition is at its highest level right now. Playing this match though, I haven't been playing pool for the past week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. That's no excuse. Going into the match, I knew that I was going to play a very good player, so I was just relying more on my experience over the years, over the months of practicing, rather than trying to per se here rely much on my practice. I put a lot of work in to get to this level, to this skill set here. But playing this match, as I said, guys, is not a match that I've been in tune with my game. Been out off the table for a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. But I still have enough knowledge and skill to get me set up. All right, so here we go. Nice little break off there. Nice spread. Did not pocket a ball, but Mr. Smith is up and gunning already. He has figured out a path from the 1 to the 2. So he's just trying to cut that ball. He needs to get that bit thin. I'm not sure if he had like a lot of the 1 that he could see, but he went after that looking quite sure, but he hit that ball a bit too thick, which causes a miss. Now Mr. APEXELGENIO here needs to try. What I'm looking at here is, if I cut this 1 ball in, can I get it to the left side of the 5? So I just need to make sure that I make this shot, but I'm not sure if the angle is going to get me. I'm thinking that maybe it's going to go below the 5, or sorry, above the 5, but it actually went below the 5. There you can see a dip of frustration by not predicting the correct outcome. I have basically played a really, really bad shot now snooker myself, but as an A-class player, of course you have to have a repertoire of shots in your arsenal. All right, so here I'm gonna have to go for the short stick here, the jump cue, but I'm still trying to play some sort of offensive shots. I just don't want to jump and make contact with the 2, but I'm trying to make maybe like a carom 2-9 or a combination. I'm looking at 2 shots here. Carom the 2 into the left corner, top left corner, and banking the 9 straight down. I got both balls to go into the direction, the intended direction, but none was able to go into the pocket. But it was a very good attempt, and of course I have not left Mr. Smith any makeable shot. He now needs to perhaps try to make some sort of safety here. So he just thins that 2 ball, bringing the cue ball all the way down to the end rail. He didn't do such a very good job because the 2 is makeable. It's a long, tough shot, but the ball is nearest to the pocket, so the shot is quite makeable, and the position is relatively easy because just playing this ball with a bit of top spin, not too hard, not too soft, should give us guaranteed position on the 3. But let's see if APEXELGENIO execute this shot. Played that way bit too hard, way too hard, I should say. The position, the ball went into the right arrow because of the speed, because of a lot of variables in playing that shot, the outcome was disastrous. All right, the end result was disastrous. All right, yes, so missing that shot, leaving Mr. Smith with a shot. He's just going to jack up and just pocket this one, just like the professional that he is. Very good shot by Mr. Smith. Just kind of playing a stun shot there to just leave. He's just taking a tougher shot onto the 3 here, which is going to be vitally important. Just to play this with top spin, maybe a little bit of check English, maybe. That's what he was trying to do. A little bit of inside spin, but didn't play the shot very well. Now I do have, as you can see here, that mist has set up a really nice shot for a 4-9 combo. But the shot onto the 3 is difficult, because in order to get an offensive shot after making this 3, I would have to bank the 3. I'm looking at cutting the 3-4-9 maybe, but that's not going to be the most highest percentage positional or ball pocketing choice there. I think I may just have to bank, but this bank is makeable. I do understand this table sometimes, depending on the speed, the ball goes a little bit long. So, but a bank in the 3 with a bit of top spin here should just give me automatic position from the for the 4-9. But as I said before, the ball went a bit long due to the speed of the bank. All right, Mr. Smith just has to make this 3. If he can make this 3 and come across to the same rail that he's shooting from, he should basically have a 4-9 combo. And indeed, that was a fine shot by Mr. Smith. So now he has a very, very easy, or what we call a wired combination to the corner. Once he makes contact with the 4, that 9 ball should be deposited to reduce the deficit from 2 to 1. So no need to play position, just good contact onto the 4, hitting the 9. Nice out. Nice early end to this rack. Game got a bit nasty, a little bit there by some of the uncharacteristical missed shots by both players, but Smudge did take the advantage on that rack there. Very good shot on the 3 to leave a combo 4-9 to reduce the deficit from 2 racks to 1. So Mr. Smith, we're going to get a chance to now see his first break off. All right, what is the 9 ball break like on the 9-foot table? We're about to see. The break was not the best for him on the 8-foot table, but let's see what it's like. Like I said, he's a very experienced player, been playing pool for a little over 15 years. So there's nothing that he does not know how to adjust to. All right, so you just pump that ball in there. Didn't pocket a ball, but he didn't leave me a shot. All right. So now there's a rule that you guys are going to need to know here. It's called the push out. For the existing players who already know what this is, this explanation is for the upcoming players, ladies and gentlemen. A push out shot is a shot that you can only play after the break. And you can push out the cue ball, meaning an intentional, whatever shot you want to play, whether you just want to push the ball into an area, or you just want to make contact with another ball, or you want to tie up a ball or something. You just want to leave some sort of area. You want to leave the cue ball in an area that will allow you to make contact with the lowest numbered ball. You don't want to give the opponent a shot, but at the same time you don't want to snooker yourself. So right now, what I'm looking at here, guys, as you can see, I'm just making some marks on the table. What I'm doing here is that I'm pushing into an area that's going to give me an advantage to make a kick shot. All right, so this is a bit of chess game here being played between the players. I am pushing into a kick, but I'm also leaving him with a jump shot. He has decided to give me back the shot because that's the rule of the push out. If you push the ball into an area to give your opponent a chance to make an offensive play, he can either accept the push out or he can return the position of the table to the opponent making the push. So here I pushed into a kick. I pushed into a 3-rail kick. This is advanced stuff, guys. Maybe on the professional scene they may not see why it's necessary to push into a 3-rail kick, but I'm pushing into a 3-rail kick simply because if I make contact with this one ball of 3 rails, the one ball has a chance to go into the side and the cue ball has a chance to come down for the 2 and at the same time go behind the wall of balls, the 2, the 5 and the 9. So that's what I'm thinking about when I made that push out. Not sure if Smudge saw that, but that's exactly was the intent. However, here he gave me back the shot, so I'm now going to execute the 3 rails just to come off here. So this has a chance to bring the one ball into the side. There you see the one ball heading into the side, cue ball coming down for position onto the 2 and at the same time trying to make the 1. I got the latter. I got the cue ball to come behind the wall of balls, play position for a safety. So that was an excellent kick shot, excellent push out, excellent outcome for APEXELGENIO. Smudge basically is snookered completely behind the 9, and the position of the cue ball there has reduced a lot of the angles that would have been available for him. He too now will have to kick, so he's kicking and trying to go 2, maybe 3 rails. I'm not sure if it was the same shot. I believe he was trying to go 2 rails to make contact with the 1 and maybe get a chance to play some sort of kick safe, but he gave me a ball in hand because he didn't contact the 1 ball. Now I'm looking at trying to get Smudge into a position to play for a 3-4 rule. So I'm thinking I have a shot on the 1. I could make this ball in the side, I could make it in the corner, but at the same time here I'm looking that the rack is not really that open. So what I'm thinking about here is to just kind of thin the 1. I want the 1 right. I want the 1 to go right there on the side rail. That will not leave him a shot, and at the same time thinning the 1 will give the cue ball a chance to head again behind the wall of balls here, which is the 5, the 6 and the 4. So that's what I'm thinking about here. So speed is critical. I have a bit of spin there, and there you can see with the speed, incorrect speed of course, you can see the attempt was not successful. I contained him. I didn't leave him with a really good makeable shot, but at the same time what I've done is that I've actually didn't leave him with a makeable shot. He went flashing and wild at that 1. Not sure if he was trying to bank or kick, but that 1 ball went 3 rails, got lucky and went back into the side. Now because that was not the intended shot, he has basically snookered himself. So he too now will have to try to play some sort of safety. So I guess he's just trying to thin the 2. I'm not sure if he's able to see all of the 2. I'm not sure. Maybe he's... Alright guys, so I do apologize for the cutting audio there. Just some technical difficulties with the microphone, but we are back. Alright, so let's resume here. Smudge basically has snookered himself on the 2, so he has to do a jump shot. Fairly good contact on the 2, and of course fortuitously getting a safety out of such a good jump shot. Alright, so not sure if I'm able to see a part of the 2, but based here it seems as if maybe I'm just trying to play like a 1 rail kick here, or am I okay? So it seems as if I'm able to see the 2. Let's see what is gonna happen here. So try to cut that 2 ball in, but once again that missed shot there and still getting safety. So we're both playing and getting a bit lucky whilst missing. Alright, so Smudge attempted. I did not see that shot, but let's see here. Smudge made an attempt at that 2 and missing. So just try to snooker that cue ball up onto that 6. Very good shot by APEXELGENIO here. Just leaving Smudge just to kick at this 2. So Smudge probably is just trying to kick and stick here. and kicking but not sticking. And once again, he has not leave a easy make of a shot on the 2 ball here. But APEXELGENIO is still able to see the cutting angle on the 2, and position on the 3 is perhaps quite automatic. There's a big open area there to come out. So if I can make this 2, I should be able to get position on the 3 with relative ease. And a fine shot it was. Excellent putting there by APEXELGENIO. Alright, so now I have position on the 3, and I just need to look at getting a fairly good angle on the 4 ball that is lying near to the center of the table there. So maybe just going off the side rail here a little bit and bumping out. Or let's see if that's the case. No, I think I'm going to just draw under the 4 ball. Alright, that was a risky shot. Even though it's got a position here, I don't think that's the best route to take. I think that an easier shot would have been to just stay high on the 4. Nevertheless, got a shot regardless. And there we go. Trying to hold for the 5 and missing an easy 4 ball, leaving Mr. Smith here with an open opportunity here for a run. It's just to just pocket this 4, coming 1 rails back to the center of the table, holding nice position for the 5. And now all he needs to do is again perhaps go 1 rail, maybe 2, 1 rail. Well, I thought that the better option would have been going 2 rails around the 6. That would have opened up the position area. But he decided to go 1 rail but making contact with the 6, not leaving himself with a makeable shot. So it seems as if he's perhaps ducking here, perhaps playing safety, bringing the ball all the way around. And that's not safe, but the shot is not makeable either. Alright, so there's a cross bank available here. If I can somehow make this shot, then I should be able to get position on the 7 to create some sort of shot here. Alright, so that was overcut a bit. And look at where the cue ball has ended, near to the jaws of the corner. So leaving a shot here for Mr. Smith. Tough shot, not easy position. You have to be quite fortuitous in order to get position on this 7 here. It's a long, tough shot, jacked up in the corner. Mr. Smith seemed to have taken a slight exit. Oh no, he's back. Right. I think he's just changing something in the background there. But in the meantime, the scores, as you can see here on the screen, is 2-1. Mr. Smith is on strike. APEXELGENIO missing an opportunity there to steal the rack. Let's see how the remaining rack goes. Alright, in the meantime, I'll take a break from the commentary until the players are ready. Okay. Alright guys, so we are back. Mr. Smith is now ready to resume. Approaching the table here, as I said, jacked up in the corner onto the 6. He's perhaps going for some sort of billiard. Trying to meet the 6, trying to meet the 9 somewhere. And the balls are not going into the pocket as he would like. Now another open shot here for APEXELGENIO. Again, a tough shot on the 6. Position on the 7 looks easy. If maybe making the 6 could just draw stun into the side rail, but by the looks of the aiming, seems as if APEXELGENIO is going for a safety behind the 9. So banking the 6 up and bringing the cue ball somewhere behind the 9, not getting the snooker, leaving a containing shot here, again leaving Mr. Smith with a tough long 6 here. Again, these players are just pretty much fighting for the momentum right now. Mr. Smudge needs to wow, almost went in there. That would have been quite fortunate for him had that 6 find some way of getting to that pocket. But the players are just fighting. APEXELGENIO is fighting to keep the momentum that he has, and Mr. Smith here is just simply trying to grab the momentum. I have a jump available, but the looks to me that the landing zone for the jump, there you can see I'm looking at the jump, the landing zone for the jump seems as if the 7 is near that area, and then it's just gonna look like a Hail Mary shot if I'm to go for a jump shot here. I'm just trying to create some sort of separation, so I'm doing some calculations here to play like a 2-rail kick. I'm trying to touch the high side of the 6, keeping the 6 ball down there, and at the same time I'm trying to bring the cue ball back up to near where it is right now. That would have been the ideal shot. So I'm looking to go 1-2 rails, making contact with the 6, but leaving an open shot. Good contact, not the best outcome. Mr. Smith has a wonderful opportunity here to do a 4-ball run out. So he just needs to leave an angle on the 7 to head back down table for the 8. So 1 rail position here. I think he has played a bit short. He has left too much angle onto the 7 to get back onto the 8. So he is going to need to make an adjustment from the original plan that he had. So now he's looking to cut the 7 into the side, maybe going down rail and coming back up. This angle looks thin, so he seems to be going in between the 8 and the 9, coming back up for position on the 8. He has bumped into the 8. In 9 ball, it is the professional's way of telling you that when you're playing position for a ball, try to avoid the obstacle at all cost. Ensure that moving the balls on the table will change the pattern of your plan each and every time a ball is moved, unless it is intentional. So Mr. Boyd Smith here is trying to play a safety behind the 9, but that looks to be quite unsuccessful. He has left a makeable 8. It's a thin back cut. There's lots of angle on this 8, so this cue ball will be running around. There you can see I'm looking at the exit point of 3 cushions for the 8. It's a tough cut. The position is risky because I'm flirting with the corner pocket nearest to the camera here. So I have to be quite careful with this cut. This ball could fly into the corner if I'm not careful, and I have to back cut with a relative good speed. So let's see this cue ball now and what it does. 1, 2 rails close, coming off 3 rails, but not the intended area. I'm looking to come off the end rail, then the side rail, but in fact came off the side rail and the end rail, coming back out into the open for a shot onto the 9. Not the intended positional play, but the intended outcome, which is good. So this now just needs to pocket this 9 coming off 2 rails, just ensuring that scratch is eliminated from the equation. So just coming off 2 rails here, letting loose my stroke here, and lovely shot from the 8 to the 9. Good shot onto the 9 to take a 3-1 lead, 3-1 advantage to APEXELGENIO. So Mr. Boyd Smith has given up again another opportunity to grab the momentum, but in fact APEXELGENIO has retained the momentum. Alright guys, so pretty good so far. Hope you're enjoying the video. feel free to subscribe to the channel. Like the video if you like the commentary, if you like the knowledge that you're learning from the channel. Consider sharing this in all your different social media websites. All young players, existing players who want to advance their game. Of course, I have a lot of theoretical knowledge on the game, and also I am in training at the moment, so you too can get some training from me. All right, my location is at 27 Ward Avenue, and that is where I do most of my videos, so feel free to join me in my training session. Nice break off there, nice spread, ball was not pocketed. Mr. Smith is down and out already, seems as if he's on the one. Was that ball made? No, he seems to have missed the shot. All right, so there's no makeable shot here. Looks like a 1-6 combination. This is a tough shot if the combination is there. Don't think that I'm looking at the combination now, but looks tough. But I could maybe overcut this one. If I could overcut this one and get it down on the end rail to hide behind the 6, I could bring the cue ball, I apologize, 2 rails to hide behind the cluster of balls 8 and 5. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Overcut the 1, down onto the end rail behind the 6, coming 2 rails and hiding behind the cluster of balls. I got a bit lucky. I got a good outcome, but it was not the exact. I did not want to make contact with the 8, but it was a good contact regardless, because it brought me in behind the 8 and giving Mr. Smith here a lovely safety, which he has to now calculate how to kick out of. Not sure if he's intending on going 1 rail or 2 rails. Not sure if he's trying to play a safety. I think that he's trying to make this ball. So let's see if the intent is 1 or 2 rails. 1. Okay, so the intent was actually a 2 rail. He kicked it quite hard though. So I think that he was just trying to just make contact. He wasn't necessarily trying to make it or try to play a safety. But it seemed as if he was trying to just make contact. Missing the ball, giving up a ball in hand here. So once again, an opportunity is here for me to try to decide, should I go into should I create an opportunity here for a 3-4 rule, or should I just go for the 1? I have to make a decision here. The rack is not open, so even if I play a shot right now, it would simply mean that at some point I may still need to play some sort of safety later in the game. But the opportunity here for playing or getting smudge into the 3-4 rule position is not available, so I'm just gonna have to try to get some just try to create an opportunity, or to just play some sort of safety and contain Mr. Smith. I was trying to get up closer in for the 2, but poor stroke on that 1 ball here, so I'm now gonna have to duck and play safety. I'm trying to get behind the cluster of balls, but didn't make the correct contact on the 2. No makeable shot. Position is not guaranteed. Mr. Smith is more likely going to be trying to, it seems as if he's attacking. So he's actually going for a 1 bank, is he? Yes. That was Mr. Smith trying to go for a bank, but missing the bank and getting me snookered behind the 7. Now it's a full ball snooker, but again, the jump shot is a shot that every pool player, rising pool player, amateur, needs to have in their arsenal. So just gonna jump this 2 ball. It's a fairly easy jump. Position is not guaranteed though, because the 3 is all tied up with the 9 and the 4. But an excellent jump. That cue ball almost flew off the table, but I guess it hit the jaws of the pocket and bumped right back onto the surface. So that was you can see a little smirk. That was a really lucky shot there. Good shot nevertheless. So now I'm gonna have to again try to duck and open up the position. Alright, an attempted safety here, but not successful. However, there's no pocket for the 3 and there's no combination. The 9 ball is frozen or is near to the 9, near to the 5. So Mr. Smith now will have to try to play some sort of safety. Alright. So he has to be careful here, because if he gets that 9 near the pocket, he could leave a really bad carom. But he was just trying to get the 3 in behind the 9 and bring the cue ball out. Alright, he didn't leave a really easy shot, but there's a billiard that is available. I'm trying to play the 3 into the rail off the 5 into the corner. And just trying to perhaps go down rail and come back up rail for position onto the 4. But making contact with the 5 first of all, missing the shot. Mr. Smith, I don't think he's able to make this 3. I'm not sure if he's seeing enough of the 3. Not so sure. Let's see what's happening here. He looks to be able to see most of the 3 ball. So he's going for the shot, obviously. Lovely shot on that 3. Will he get up enough? No, he hasn't. So he too will now have to go for a duck shot. Safety. He was trying to get behind the 8, but that's left an open shot here. Alright, so once again, this is just a fight for who can grab the momentum or maintain the momentum here. A billiard is available. It's tough. This is not ideal. Going for the billiard is, which is what I'm going to do, but going for the billiard is a wrong idea here, simply because I'm close to the rail, so this cue ball might hop if I try to dig into the ball, and this could fly off the table. It could fly off the table. So this is the wrong shot choice, but I'm trying to go aggressive. Hop again. Was trying to do a bunch of things there. Just trying to pocket the ball and hop into the 9, but missing the shot. Alright, but Mr. Smith here on the 4 seems to be playing some sort of safety, bringing that cue ball in behind the 7 and hiding. Good safety. Good safety by Mr. Smith. So now I will have to do some sort of kick. Just trying to make contact here. That's going to be ideal. Just trying to make contact. Once I can make contact with the 4, let's hope that this ball will go into a area that doesn't leave Mr. Smith with a makeable shot. So let's see what happens here. Just calculating the angle of the first rail into the 4. I would love to kick this ball flush into the corner, because position on the 5 would be key. So let's see here. Alright, an attempted kick. Making contact with the 4. Look at this 4. This 4 is going and leaving a dead straight 4-9 combo for Mr. Smith. How fortunate for him. How unfortunate for Apex. Just a smile here in the corner. Just looking at my luck. Luck is definitely in the favor of Mr. Smith. Seems as if the 4-9 is the thing for him here. This is his second 4-9 combination in the same match. So it seems as if the 4 ball is celestially connected with that 9 ball, because Mr. Smith has reduced the deficit from 3-1 to 3-2 in a matter of minutes. Their second 4-9 combo in this match. Score is now 3 to Apex and 2 to Mr. Smith. This happens in the game of 9 ball, ladies and gentlemen. If you're playing 9 ball, expect to get lucky, but also expect to get unlucky. You have to play the percentages. Alright? Like I said, this is the, not really, well, I wouldn't say this is part 2, because part 1 was a race to 11 for 20,000 Jamaican dollars. So this is just pretty much just we both walk in the arena, we saw each other, we decided to play a race to 5 for 4,000 Jamaican dollars. So this is not really part 2. Alright, so just need to just maintain my composure here. Mr. Smith has just pretty much put himself into taking control of this match. He just needs to win this rock and get settled. Alright, so here we have just a one rail kick, just trying to create some sort of separation here. And kicking all the way back up to the end rail. Excellent shot by APEXELGENIO. Excellent kick safe. And when you know it's a good safety is when the intent is manifests itself into the outcome. But Mr. Smith there banking at the 1, just trying to make contact, trying to get the ball into an unmakeable area, but there you can see fortuitously, I love using that word guys, he got a safety out of that bank. Now all the rail areas, I'm pretty close to that 8, so that 8 ball there is blocking all my angles. I only have but one option here, and that is to go off 2 rails from the bottom end rail to the side rail, coming around back 2 cushions. Here's the problem though. The problem is that the 6 is in the natural path, so I will have to play wide and compensate using some left hand spin off 2 cushions. Beautiful contact on the 1. There, a tap on the table by Mr. Smith to commend such a wonderful kick contact. I'm feeling pretty good with that kick shot because now I've only left him only but a bank shot. So that's a pretty good contact after such a fortuitous safety by Mr. Smith. I suppose he too is just going to just take the opportunity here to bank the 1, missing though, but he knew that he would get some sort of safety. So there you can see an aggressive safety being played. Sorry, an offensive, or what we'd call an offense-defense shot. Playing position, but he's also playing with an element of safety. So there you can see, I'm just calculating the angle for kicking the 1 ball off 2 cushions. Okay, so seems to be going 2 cushion. Right, just to make contact because I can't see the 1. The 2 blocks the path of the 1. The 7 blocks the path of the cue ball. So I think my only option here is to go off 2 cushions, side rail, end rail, and just to make a contact with that 1. 1 rail, 2 rail, kicking the 1 and making good contact, but the outcome is in the favor of Mr. Smith. Alright, now he has the opportunity here to just kind of get himself settled by playing this 1 ball, 2 ball here. Let's see what he's going to do. Seems to be going with some inside spin here. So he's just trying to pocket the 1, but he was actually trying to go off 2 rails. But they're missing a relatively easy shot. Alright. Cue ball's natural part here, just to get into that area. I can just pocket this 1. If I could just get this 1 into the bottom corner, I should be able to just kind of guide the cue ball into that area there for position on the 2. But I overcut that 1 ball. Not the best shot at all. That's possibly the worst shot that I've played in the match so far, because that's overcut and left an open shot onto the 1. Mr. Smith is on the offensive here. Has a clear shot at the 1. Pretty good position 2. I believe that's a 2 somewhere down there. Nice smooth stroke here, just coming up nicely. 1 rail coming out. Alright, and that evidently is the 2 that is down near to where I am sitting. So Mr. Smith, the 3 ball, or is it the 4? What comes next? The 2, then it seems to be that 4. That was a wild shot, I think. That was a wild shot. Missing that 2 really bad. But He's not left to make up a shot here, but there's an element of safety still available. If I could play 2 rails come into that lane right there, right at that diamond that I just pointed at, I should be able to get in behind the 9. So just need to play this thin and just play with a little bit of right spin. I hit a bit high on the rail, but I still was able to get a pretty good outcome. Using the 6, the 7 and the 8, or is that, yes, that's 6, the 7 and the 8 to hide. So good safety here. Mr. Smith looks like he has the short cue in his hand. Just gonna hop over and make contact with this shot here. So he has missed the contact on the 2 going down, but on his way up he still made contact, but illegally. No ball touched the rail after making contact with the 2, so results in a ball in hand. APEXELGENIO leading 3 racks to 2 here. Alright, he has an opportunity here to run this table here, just rolling that one in, leaving a straighting shot for the 3, and pretty easy shot here. Just draw back for a shot on to the 4. Nicely done. Pretty good shot, staying on the right side of the ball. So just to pocket the 6, this cue ball should drift towards the side rail. Just playing with a little bit of stun, maybe a tip of draw into the rail. Lovely shot, nicely done, lovely stroke. Straightening shot onto the 5, so just roll forward with some top spin here. I'd like to come off the end rail though. This would be nice, coming off the side rail, I'm sorry, and just going into the line of the position for the 6. Alright, ended up a bit high. I'm on the right side of the 6, but I have too much angle here. Too much angle here is going to have the cue ball head away, so I just need to play and just kind of control the speed of the first rail. Just need to leave myself with some sort of shot onto the 7 into the same pocket as the 6, so 1 rail coming off, just kind of controlling the speed, bumping off the side rail. Nice shot. That's the best position that I could get from where I was on the 6. So now this is make up a shot. Alright, so just coming off the side rail, just drawing under the 8, just coming off the side rail and coming back out to the middle of the table should get me nicely in position for the 8. Under, making contact with that 8 though, that's risky. Could have scratched, needed a bit more draw on that, but nevertheless here I still made the 7. That's a really good shot, because this is a tight pocket table, guys. Trust and believe, everybody who has played in Mandible will know that this table is a challenging table. Alright, so now I have a really steep angle onto the 8 here. Alright, I think the only way that I could safely make this shot comfortably and get position is to play hard and fast, because I can't hold for the 9. I'm still gonna have some sort of high angle onto the 9 even if I roll this ball in. So I think that the best option is to go up and down back into the area where I am possibly at, or a little bit higher. So good shot onto the 8. The speed of the table is not that fast, but there I've not left myself with a really good shot onto the 9. This is a position that you're never going to want to find yourself in as a 9 ball player or even an 8 ball player, because these pockets are tight and I know this table very well. If you roll this ball, you've got to roll it really, really good. This ball could roll off. I know this table very well, so right now I only see this 9. This is tough. This is tough. This is a tough 9. Still is makeable cut, but the thinness of it and how far I am, this could really set into the pocket. But there is a shot that's available here. I could possibly play a 4 bank, That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at playing the 4 bank here. Because here's the thing, with such an attacking shot, if I'm going to have to win this game, I'm going to have to make up my mind to go at the bank. Alright, so it looks as if I'm lining up for a 4 bank. Sitting up nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. What a fantastic shot by APEXELGENIO. That's a fine shot. What a absolutely magnificent shot on the 9 ball. Never would you have thought that that was an option. That's a risky, that's a very, very aggressive shot on the 9. Because right there and then I've lost position on the 9. And anything goes there. One wobble. And Mr. Smith could have grabbed the momentum. But once you know the table very well and you know the rails, I could tell you that that shot was not a shot that was by luck, but it was by design. A fantastic 4 bank onto the 9 by APEXELGENIO. Now, having the momentum here, leading 4 racks to 2, APEXELGENIO is now on the hill and breaking to take this match into its end. So let's see here. 4 racks to 2, fine shot by APEXELGENIO in the last rack. And oh wow, such a powerful break. Lovely spread, but unfortunately for Apex, he has scratched on the break. This is an open layout, and the average or above average player should be able to navigate themselves, because there is not much cluster and the positions are relatively easy, just kind of rolling in. The positional zones are wide open. There's a large margin for error. So overall, on the roll with this amount of space, Mr. Smith should be able to navigate himself quite nicely through this rack to quickly reduce the deficit from 4-2 to 4-3. Nice position from the 1 to the 2. Lovely shot from the 2 to the 3. He has the right angle to get back onto the 4. He's just looking from the angle from the 4 to get back onto the 5. So this is just a simple cut into the side, perhaps with a little bit of right maybe, or just some normal top spin, which is what he did. Just normal top spin, no right, no left, leaving a nice angle from the 4. So he just needs to make sure that he has the right angle on the 5 to get back onto the 6. That 8 ball lies in a funny area, so he has to be very, very careful. He has to stay away from that 8 ball. So nice angle there. Has he under-rolled the shot? I think he should be able to see the 5. I don't think that's the intended position. Yeah, he's a little bit disappointed with that position there. He's still able to make the 5. He has a shot, but that's not where he wanted it. But let's see. Settling down, just aiming on that 5. Checking that cue ball with some top left spin. Top right spin, I should say. And nice angle onto the 6. A little bit flat. He would have liked it to be a bit steeper. But the 6 is near to the pocket, so this should not be a tough shot at all. Just kind of draw back into about the area, a little bit below the area where he is. So nice, ooh, a wobble. An unfortunate wobble at a critical point in this match. APEXELGENIO, after just playing a fine shot, 4 bank onto the 9. Would love to see a replay of that shot. I'm going to stick it right here now. Alright, well, I'm going to just play it right after this shot onto the 6, or maybe at the end. So nice shot here on the 6. Just to come 2 rails. Needs to stay on the high side of the 8. just for easy navigation. Excellent positional play, excellent shot by APEXELGENIO. 4-2 raised to 5. Nice angle into the 8. Little bit of left center spin into the line for the 9 to take a 5-2 lead and to end the match. Wonderful match, wonderful gameplay by APEXELGENIO. Well done, another victory under his belt. All right, so we're just going to transfer to the smaller table. That's the 8 foot. All right, just have a look at this shot in a moment, guys, that allowed Apex to take a 4-2 lead. All right, I'm just going to insert that clip. Look at this replay, guys. This is absolutely fantastic. That was a fine shot, though. Here we are, guys. So just transferring to the table. That's the end of the match. 5-2 lead for Apex. There we go, guys. Now, hold on, guys. Just a second. Let me just insert that clip here. All right, guys. So just bringing it back right here to this 8 ball. You can see I'm lining up the 8. This is just a replay, guys, of how APEXELGENIO played a marvelous 4-bank. It was right now I'm on the 8. So just have a look at this replay, guys. I won't be talking, just look at the execution. I'm now playing this from the 8 to the 9. Alright, guys, so I'll see you guys in the next tutorial session, whether it be a match or a lesson. Alright, do take care, guys. Until next time, APEXELGENIO signing out.